Huh. Alright, so I guess I was disconnected from the network. I don't know when that happened. I don't think I ever turned that off. But I turned it back on. Hopefully it stays on. I was actually, I thought the lack of corpses around here was because the bunker was destroyed. I thought it was all part of the story. Also, hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays NieR Automata. So I'm outside the tower, and I did that by accident, kind of, because I loaded up the game and I was standing in a hallway and I was like, what's this? Then I went back into the room, and then after a bit of loading, it loaded me outside the tower, which is great because I get a couple of things to do. Well, money. One is going all the way back to the amusement park and looking for a golden boss that I actually intended to look for last time I recorded, but I just totally forgot. So let's go ahead and do that. I talked to this guy before and he said I was meat and vegetables. Is this the guy that I'm looking for? He looks kind of gold. I just pissed off that other one over there. That's actually not what I wanted to do. That's targeting the one behind it. I should probably go check out the comment and see where exactly this guy I'm supposed to be fighting is. We're attacking this guy, so I don't know. And now I'm attacking the guy behind me, and he's already dead. Feel kind of bad about that. Then again, they're zombies, so I don't really give a crap. Let's kind of face away from it, though. Maybe I need to be looking for someone else. You can attack this guy, though. And it's restoring health, so... Actually, I think... No, don't attack that one. God dang it. Hey, kitty! Stop it. That's a bad kitty. That's not true. My cats are great. I don't like it when they scratch the table that I'm currently using as a computer desk. No, like, he's on the map. Do I just keep beating him up? I'm fine with that. Oh, bombs. Right, I should probably use the bomb. I don't want to kill the guy, like, behind me, though. I feel kind of bad. Like, he's a zombie, sure. But at the same time, he's not doing anything. He does think I'm meat and vegetables, which I guess there are worse things in life to actually be. I mean, I guess we're all meat right now. We're not vegetables, though. I don't think we're classified as vegetables yet. Give it a few years. I'm sure we will be. No, don't attack that one over there, you dick. This might not be it. I guess I'll just keep attacking. Can I just shoot him? I don't think that actually does anything. Oh, okay, got it. Holy crap, about time.
Proposal. Defeat the giant machine life form.
Huh, well. Huh. Huh, well. Alright. Hey, you guys want to go to the flooded city and look for, like, the last, pod? And then maybe, just maybe, I'll come back here and try that again. Because it took me, like, 12 minutes to get that thing to spawn. I don't really want to do that again. So let's go to the flooded city. And, fish. Yeah. We got a fish. And apparently that's where we'll find the last pod. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to make my bombs even stronger and give me a third barrage of bombs. I'm assuming it will, seeing how that seems to be how the skills work. If you charge them up long enough, they add an additional pod if you have it. At least that's the assumption I've been going with. I don't know if it's true. That freaking circus statue totally one-shotted me. Is it here? You know, that's another thing I should have checked the comment for. Yeah, Nah, maybe I need to, like, I think I have some max HP ups that I could probably use. Probably be good, actually, for, 9S. Because,
Commencing fishing.
his strength comes from, like, his hacking ability. So I just wait until my controller vibrates. Because I can't see the pod. I can kind of see the pod, actually. So how's everyone doing? Good? Oh, that's good. Oh, I mean, I thought I was actually going to be stuck in that tower for a while. But you can just leave. Just leave. That's great. I wonder if the Vola and Popula, I mean, it didn't end well for them. It's like it kind of looked like. I should go back to the resistance camp and see if they're there. I'm not getting anything. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's over there. Maybe I just don't know how to fish. That's very likely. That's actually super likely because I think I've done this once or twice by accident. I think I caught a little tiny fish. Maybe more. I might have caught more than a little tiny fish before. Oh shit, did I finally get it? Good God, that actually took way
Hypothesis.
too long.
The owner discarded this pod and left it in safe mode. Motives unknown.
Pod, reset this thing and try to overwrite the original owner ID.
Yeah!
Activation complete. Access granted. Previous owner ID successfully overwritten.
Couldn't we just look at the old
Special
ID and see who it
now
was?
available.
Alright, Pod Hunter. Now do I get 3 of these bombs? Yeah! That is so good! Also, so what does that pod do? Can I come in here? Is it an intel? No. Actually, 78. Really? How much my fish? Because, like, I caught a tire. I caught all this crap. Like, it just kept coming. I caught a water flea. Guys, a water flea. I don't even think you can actually catch those in real life. Oh, there we go. Pod B. Pod C. Oh, it was it Pod B we caught? Okay. What the hell is this? Am I a Ghostbuster now? I killed all the enemies in the air because, like, I didn't want them to annoy me. Is it strong? I hope it's strong. Well, I could go back and I could try, the, whatchamacallit, the gold statue thingy. I don't know if that's its actual name. I didn't see that gold, but like it was rusted kind of, at least on my screen. Yeah, definitely quick save. Let's go back to the resistance camp. 1, I want to see if I can upgrade any of these pods. 2, I want to see if Davola and Popula are there. I think it was Popula that got like shocked, so she might be like critical. Like Davola was just standing there. I think it was Davola. They're twins. It's kind of hard to tell, but she was holding her. I would assume, though it did kind of sound like they died, right? Well, they're not there. Are you the guy that upgrades my stuff? Did you just not know who I was? Oh, I can! Wow, I can actually upgrade a good amount. No, I can't actually. I can upgrade either the missiles or the laser. I'm gonna do that. I thought I had more than that. I need natural rubber, alright. And now I need a power-up part L. But my new pod is apparently the strongest one so far. That's cool. Yep, that's fine. That's great. I want to go kill something with this thing. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do either. Did I upgrade the pod? Yeah, I upgraded the pod B. Yeah, what are you guys doing out here? I mean, it looks stronger. It looked kind of like silly. Is it home? No. What the hell was that? Okay. Oh, hi. You are not to be trusted. You guys make the beeping noises. So how do I know when I can do the thing? Oh, you send those out there, huh? I don't know if that's good or bad, to be honest. It's alright. It's stronger than my other ones. I really don't know what those do. Yeah, I guess maybe I can go back and try frickin' Statue Man McGee. I mean, he did one-shot me, which is bad. And it did take me like 10 minutes to actually get him to spawn, which is also bad, but you know, worth a shot maybe. I don't want him to shoot at me. So yeah, hopefully this does enough to, I don't know, almost kill him. And then an instant hack will... Oh shit, that's not good. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of experience points.
Die. Proposal.
Yeah, die! Alright, cool. So, if we can keep him in this loop... Just the loop of, like... hack? Not hack and slash. Look, I'm kind of like a lot of loss of words here because, my god, this took freaking forever to get him to spawn. And, like, that's not even, like, me embellishing. Like, sometimes people who, you know, play video games on the internet do. They sometimes embellish just for laughs. But this thing took forever. Yeah, I don't want to screw this up. I got one hit. No, 2 hits. All right. Hey, more experience this time. Oh, one more. Sorry, I would love to hear your lore, but absolutely not. Oh, that's not good. Now, if I don't get hit again. Now, I probably might be able to survive a hit from this guy. But Chronos, how? I put 100% max HP chips on my guy. Dope. Ooh, I gained 4 levels from that. Destruction is my job. Sweet deal. Power up parts L. Oh, you know what? I think I need that for the last upgrade for this pod. How am I doing on unit data? 80%. All right. Yeah. Let's look at my chips. I pretty much just stacked like defense and HP up. I got almost 10,000 health. That's pretty good. But we're going to go back to Type A. And my voice might sound a little bit different from that cut. It has been actually a day. And I do believe I may be coming down with what people call a cold. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll see. Actually been kind of feeling like a little iffy the last few days, really. And hopefully it clears up by Friday, which is tomorrow. So I can stream Zelda and then record without issue over the weekend. Because I really want to actually get back into playing Zelda, and I should have time tomorrow. Like, I hope. I mean, this will be going up Saturday, I think. Which I'll probably be at my nephew's birthday party at that point. That's one of the reasons I'm recording right now. Okay, so, what are we going to do now? We've got the last pod. We defeated the circus man. I'm going to upgrade the pod, and then I guess I'm going to go back to the tower. Yes, shop. Upgrade pod to max. I don't know if this pod's any good, but it's the only pod we actually been able to upgrade. That was sort of by choice. I think we were able to actually upgrade all 3 of them at least to level 2. And we kind of lucked out with pod B being like the super easy pod to upgrade. I should buy, you're right, I should buy some healing items before I go into that tower. Because you never know. That's enough, I think. 99? That's enough. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, Anemone, you don't say anything to me, right? I was told to come back and speak to her with A2. Yeah, so you don't say anything new. I'll look for 9S. Let's go to map icons. Do we have any events? We don't. So it looks like we're going back to the tower. We should just be able to come in here and then we'll take a slow elevator up. Yeah, when I loaded the save from last time, not the time, when I first started the episode, I was standing in a hall. It was like a long, empty hall, so I was like, cool, I'm just going to go backwards. And for a second, actually, I thought I wasn't going to be able to actually leave. But yeah, so this is the hall that you start at, and this is very, very, similar, I guess, to the underground place. Maybe it's actually part of the underground place that we were when we fought Adam the third time, because we fought Adam like 3 times. Yeah, first time he was naked, second time he had pants, and then third time he looked like he was cosplaying as some like nerdy anime character.
Corrupted Yorha units.
Yeah? Oh, I don't want that one. I want this one. Oh, hello. You guys actually suck. Actually, yeah, you do. You guys did next to nothing to me. They're like no damage. I don't have the HP up or the defense boosts on anymore. Well, I have some defense boosts, just not as much as I had against the guy that actually I never needed, because my plan was pretty much to hack the crap out of him as soon as I get there.
Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead.
Subunit?
You're going to love it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna...
Oh. We'll just retreat. I'm gonna kill you. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is actually just an automated speaker, kind of like at the factory, but more machine-like. Can I kick you off? Think she died? She screamed. So I'm gonna assume she died. I don't see her down there. So unless she pops back up here. Yeah, she dead. Is this a subunit? Okay, this kind of looks very Dark Soulsy now. Untextured Dark Soulsy. Ooh. This is 9S's greatest dream come true. Well, maybe before the whole mental breakdown.
I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you!
Ooh, new music. Hi. What are you guys doing? No, don't do that. You don't want to do that. You guys are like apparently less stronger than like a scanner unit who may be mentally unstable.
Don't worry. I'm going to kill you now.
I don't think that's actually her, dog. We know that it's not her. We saw her die. That was fun.
Alert. Enemies detected.
No.
Still a few stragglers, huh?
That was a shift in emotion there, buddy. Oh, we're playing without your bandana mask thingy on. Oh, no. Are you a bomb? Yeah, you're a bomb. That's a good trap. Good job, disembodied voice of the girl. That was a clever trap.
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Dope.
Let's check it out.
I mean, we're not gonna do that just yet. I actually want to go back to Anemone and talk to her for some potential lore beats. if this moose will let me ride him. Thank you, moose. We should probably check to see if there's, like, any other side quests. Well, we can do that once we get to Anemone and Yoshi, this guy. Oh, I made it. Alright, that just doesn't feel right. Poor Yoshi. Isn't that kind of messed up, though? Mario, riding on the back of a dinosaur, occasionally drops him to his death, who doesn't really die. Or maybe he does die, and we just replace him with his children. But, like, in order to get him to spit out his tongue and eat stuff, Mario punches him in the back of the head. Maybe. He could be pointing. I actually don't really know the whole lore behind it. I'm pretty sure he's punching. Hello, Anemone. You changed, number 2. The way you talk and act is completely different from how you were in the past. And you've become a true leader. I'm nothing compared to Rose. Dots. I don't know who Rose is. Actually, I have records stored on the external drive. I thought I should preserve memories of the time we fought together. And I also think you have the right to see them. Dots. You and I must never forget. I know. Okay, so can I use those things? Do you need anything? It's dangerous outside. Select the file. Your Pearl Harbor Descent Personal Record Part 1. Is this going to be like a movie? Or is this just going to be a lot of reading? My name is Anemone, and I lead the android resistance. This is a record of the battles I've experienced and my losses. I leave it here as a warning to myself. The machine lifeform attack lands far too close for comfort. I smell an acrid odor and know that some of my hair has been singed off. Anemone, retreat for now. That's an order. That's my captain, Rose. I obey her without hesitation, running from the front as soon as I take out a few nearby enemies. Feet flying beneath me, I leap into the hastily built trench where my resistance comrades are gathered. And how many battles is this now? The same sight and sounds, the same struggle of attrition. My resistance forces play the same war on repeat with no end in sight. I don't even remember why we're fighting anymore, but I must continue regardless. I must continue until one side or the other is dead. This looks bad, Xion. What should we do? Calm down, Lily. We'll find an opening somewhere. You don't search for an opening, you make one. Delilah, wait! I grab Delilah's arm before she can flee the trench and turn to Rose. She brought us here, after all. She must have a plan of some kind. But as the enemy hordes closes in, Rose simply squints off in the distance. There's been a change in enemy movements, she says finally. Someone just started fighting over there. But that's not possible, stammers Margaret. We're all here. Margaret's right. There's only 9 of us left capable of fighting the machines. Captain Rose, Gerba, Lily, Sonia, Erica, Margaret, Xion, and Delilah. Are these like all flowers? And me, Anemone. That one's a sea creature. We're all that's left of the 8th Descent Forces. The one that took place roughly 200 years ago. An uneasy Sonia pulls Xion close and chews on the loose strand of hair. What? She pulls someone else close to her and then chews on their hair or her own hair? I don't like it, she says. What if it's some kind of machine trap? I wait for a while, heart pounding until I hear the enemy's fire lessen. Okay, I say, this looks like our chance. Let's pull back. Someone's fighting out there, Anemone, cries Delilah. We can't abandon them. Oh, so you want to risk all of our lives for some stranger? Come on! We don't even know if this mystery fighter is on our side or not. That's not what I said! Enough, you two, barks Xion. The captain makes the final decision here. After Xion speaks, all of us turn to Captain Rose. She looks us in the eyes and nods slowly before starting to speak. Gerba, the enemy is heading towards the explosives we set up earlier, yes? Gerba thinks for a moment. Now that you mention it, yeah, they are. A slight smile crosses Rose's face. Yes, she still seems perfectly composed. Good. Then if this goes well, we might be able to take them all out. I want all of you to leave this trench and get to those explosives, says Rose. We'll let the blast take out most of them, then clean up the stragglers. Identifying our unknown mystery fighter can wait until we're done. No one objects to the captain's decision. The moment she issues the order, we all leap from the trenches as one and re-enter the fray. When we reach the battle, we find what appears to be another set of androids dressed in strange black outfits. Before they even know what's happening, we detonate the explosives, killing the remaining machines, and turn our guns in their direction. Alright, I say to the strangers, start talking. Easy, says one of the mystery androids. We're on your side. We're new models rolled out as part of something called Project Yoha. Really, I say? We haven't heard anything about new models. I probably speak with more bolster than necessary, but I have to make sure they're actually on our side. I don't think they're lying necessarily, but I can't read their expressions thanks to the giant goggles they wear. And frankly, a little caution never goes amiss in the middle of war. We learned that the 4 androids refer to each other as number 2, number 4, number 16, and number 21. They aren't in a hurry to share much more. Our mission is top secret, one of them says. That's why you haven't heard about us yet. I slowly draw my knife and attempt to gauge their reaction, so in other words, no one will know any better if I kill you right now. Stand down, enemy, says Rose softly. No, cries Lily, she's right. We've all seen how quickly the enemy is evolving. Who's to say they aren't, these 4 aren't machines that look human? My companion's not in agreement. This damn war has made us all suspicious. One of the strangers, number 16 I believe, draws a long knife from its sheath. If it's a fight you want, she says, I'm happy to give it to you. Before I can respond, Delilah leaps in front of me with her weapon at the ready. This is it. We're going to fight. But just before the battle erupts, the android called number 2 step forward. Wait, she says. There used to be 16 of us, says number 2, but the others died during the descent. We're isolated and alone out here. Reinforcements aren't coming, and that means we have to finish this mission with the soldiers we have left. We don't need more enemies right now. What we need is allies. She finishes this speech with a soft sigh, as if trying and failing to hold her emotions in check. I know that sort of voice. It's the voice of someone who still has hope despite all odds. Archive obtained, resistance rose. There's more? Okay. Almost sound like group chat. Okay. This is gonna help my voice. According to the Yorha team, there's an enemy server beneath Mount Kala? I don't know. If we could take it out, we might finally gain some ground in this endless war. But in order for that to happen, we need to work together. After a bit of thought, Rose decides to throw in with the new models. It's a relationship that changes as time goes on. What are you doing, Delilah? Just showing this idiot how weak she is, replies a winded Delilah. Ha, wheezes her opponent, number 16. You're obviously outmatched. The two of them are taking turns hitting each other. It seems friendly enough, as those things go. Plus, they've been doing it for so long now that both of them are out of energy. They likely couldn't punch through a piece of paper at this point. The rest of the group stares at the combatants and tries not to grin. Delilah and number 16 seem to butt heads over the smallest things. Maybe it's because they're so much alike. It's almost annoying how quickly muscleheads learn to like each other. The rest of us converse as Delilah and 16 continue to spar. We call each other by names by the names that I gave us, explained Rose. I see, responds number 4. I thought it strange that you didn't have code numbers. She nods while she speaks as though this all makes perfect sense. Suddenly, Captain Rose breaks out into a wide grin. You know what, she says? I think we should all give you names as well. No, says number 2. It would be a waste. Rose's eyes her warily. Waste? You can name me when the mission is over, she replies with a blush, as a blush rises in her cheeks. I can tell her words also serve as a wish for success. All right, responds Rose. I'll think of a name for you by then. She knows this is a fleeting promise, as most such things are, but it doesn't matter. Already I can see us growing closer to the Yorha team. Well, my friends are growing closer to them at least. You're being careless, I state, much louder than I intend. Luckily, the others either don't hear or decide to ignore it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about to go against the captain's judgment, but that doesn't mean I'm ready to just lie down and trust our new friends. Ours is a solitary existence that has long since been abandoned by the moon. No matter how they cried, mourned, or struggled, the voices of our departed comrades went unanswered. So how can you trust an entire squad of new models that you just met? What's wrong, enemy? I hear Lily calling to me. She's likely concerned about me being apart from the rest of the group. Nothing, I begin. Before I can complete my thought, Lily suddenly opens her mouth and emits a terrible scream. Lily's scream echoes through the entire group. It's heartbreaking. It's agony. It's horrible. She's infected, screams Rose. Lily's infected. We all draw our weapons out of instinct as much as anything else, pointing them at our comrade as she continues to scream and scream and scream. We all know what's happening. We've seen it before. It's a logic virus, a machine weapon that hijacks Android system and overwrites their data. And since there's no known cure, it's also a death sentence. I need to show her mercy. I need to set her free. My finger rests on the trigger, yet I hesitate, and before I can make that final fateful decision, I hear a voice rise up from somewhere behind me. Stop, you can't do this. You can't just let your friend die. It's number 21. The girl I thought to be cold and composed beyond all measure was now pleading with me to spare Lily's life. What do I do? What the hell do I do? Lily said you were like family to her. You can't abandon family, not before you exhaust every possibility. What can you do then? I'll use my power to erase the virus. That's impossible. Rose spat out what we were all thinking, but before we can act, Elise starts to send nearby comrades flying with impossible strength. I've seen infected androids before. I know how much damage they can do once the virus turns off their limiters. They'll fight and fight until they're utterly destroyed. Delilah and number 16 rush into the fray, trying to suppress their former friend, but she swats them away like flies. How many of us has been affected now? How many friends have I been forced to put down? The heart I'm not supposed to have aches with the thought. It aches as I remember all the identification numbers that have been retired. When did I start giving them names? When did I decide I simply couldn't endure it any longer? Initializing a reprogram sequence. That voice, number 21, she's screaming something about reprogramming. I don't know what to do. I am lost. As my vision slowly clears, I see number 21 inputting commands into her terminal while number 2 and number 4 hold her down. They hold her as she writhes, and Rose stares at me with surprise. Oh no. I'm holding Lily too. Yorha, or archive obtained, Yorha scanner 21, attacker 4, gunner 16. I guess we'll keep going. I would love some voice parts though. 14th Machine War, Pearl Harbor Descent. The name of the mission entrusted to the Yorha soldiers. Was there ever such furious gunfire, such bombings that continued without pause? Our target is the machine server under Mount Kala, and our situation is dire. We need reinforcements, requesting deployment at once. Number 2 speaks quietly, yet calmly, which is all the more remarkable considering the hostile army closing in our position. But the command center is in the orbiting satellite. Informs us that no reinforcements will be forthcoming. We are abandoned. We are alone. It's so easy to do from up there, from the satellite, from the moon. I'll do whatever is necessary, says Lily with a grim smile. Dala and Margaret quickly, hey, they saved her, quickly nod in agreement. As number 16, they decided to join the rear guard, staying behind to be our shield, even though it comes at a cost of their own lives. Regardless, they all agreed without hesitation. For we in the vanguard should be joining them in death soon enough. Without another word, we turn our backs on each other and take up positions. We know this is the end. Delilah and the others will buy us time to reach the gates at Kalala's peak. Beyond this lies an elevator, and beyond that is the server. If we can destroy it, we're dealing a devastating blow to the machine lifeforms throughout the Pacific region. But as I noticed number 21 scrawling at the elevator? Okay. Scowling at the elevator, I start to have bad feelings about the final stage of our mission. Go on, she says, I've got this. We crowd into the elevator, she begins hacking the terminal. She doesn't need to tell us what's happening. It's clear the elevator won't descend all the way to the server unless someone stays behind to control it. Enemy incoming. They're almost on us. As I speak, I suddenly find myself leaping from the elevator, taking up the position at 21's side, almost as if my body's out of my control. Something is wrong, something... I'll back up 21, I cry. The rest of you take out the server. The doors close on my friends. The last thing I see is the face of my captain. She looks concerned, but then the doors shut and she's no more. That was the last time I ever saw them. But it's alright. I'm going to finish this, one way or the other. The only sounds we hear are distant explosions that raps 21's breathing. Thank you, she whispers, for staying with me. I look in her eyes and see the telltale red of a logic virus infection. I was right after all. I sigh softly as I draw my weapon. I've seen comrades infected before. That's why I couldn't leave her to die alone. The vaccine she gave Lily is already ineffective. The enemy has evolved. They study 21's pattern and develop a new resistance. No one can save her now. When the elevator reaches the server, begins 21 weakly. Then I'll give you peace, I reply. The elevator moves ever lower, creating a countdown on 21's life. How much time has passed? How much can possibly be left? Too long to wait, yet not long enough to regret. A massive explosion echoes in the distance as the hall slowly shakes. It's the final act of Lily and the others in the rear guard. They just overloaded their own fusion cores. The sound of our comrade's demise slowly fades from our ears. As it does, number 21 reaches up and slowly removes her goggles. I'm glad I got to meet you, she says. Her eyes are so red, but not completely. There's still a little of herself left. And while it is, don't worry, I'll be with you soon. She smiles as my words reach her ears. As soon as the elevator touches down, I fire a bullet into 21's brain. I watch the thing that used to be her tumble to the ground. I stare at the gun I hold in trembling hands. I press it to my temple. This will end it all. This war, my meaningless existence, all of it. It will finally be over. Unforgivable. Unforgivable. Unforgivable? Etc. Your comrades sacrifice themselves and fight to the last breath. They feel suffering, they feel sadness, they feel pain and terror. And yet you would surrender now? Unforgivable. The voice is a battlefield curse telling those who survive to see their mission through no matter what. It's another me crying out. I scream at the top of my lungs and race down the hall. I'll show you. If you're going to push me, I'll show you. You'll only be satisfied if it ends with more killing. I leap into the fray with weapons in both hands. Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Kill me. As I scream, an explosion suddenly raises up and sweeps everything away. A soft wind touches my cheek. I smell fire. I smell ash. The explosion in the server room was powerful enough to take out Mount Kala itself, reducing the once proud summit to a smoking crater. The machines immediately drop to the ground and stop moving. I look over at the scorched earth. Lily, number 16, Rose, number 2, are any of you? I'm the only one left. The only one. I was alive because I was afraid to die. I've been getting to giggle. It's a mad thing, crazed, even to my own ears. I'll join you soon. You promised to join us soon. How could I have said such vain, laughable words, such lies? I laugh, I stand in the smoke and the flame and laugh until I think my very throat will tear itself in two. I blink. Daylight drifts through the smoke. I've been standing here all night. My laughter finally depleted, I force myself to my feet. I am the coward who stayed behind, the coward who lived. Now it's my job to carry on the will of those who fought at my side. Since I can't kill myself, I have to fight until someone does it for me. I'll endure every hardship. I'll kill every machine I find. This is my cross to bear. I walk slowly to the west, dragging my broken body along. But number 2 didn't die, right? Unless this is a different number 2. Number 16, number 21, number 4. I'm sorry, I'm still alive. I'll be joining you as soon as I finish things up. That was the last one? Good, because That wasn't supposed to happen. Windows, I told you never to interrupt me when I'm recording. You say anything new? No. Alright, well that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press the like button below. If you're not subscribed yet, when you head in my video section, check out some other content and see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day.